We want to go back to what we really stand for, and we want to provide our customers and our people a sense of pride and confidence in the authenticity of the Starbucks experience.
Why does Starbucks want to go back to what they stand for? When Howard Schultz resigned as CEO in 2000, Starbucks continued to grow, but almost too rapidly.
For 15 consecutive years as a public company, we were on this magical carpet ride in which everything we literally touched turned to gold.
The sense of entitlement and virus of rapid growth combined with the economic conditions caused the stock to drop drastically.
I had written a memo to the senior team of the company expressing my concern about issues that I felt were undermining the company's values and what we stand for in terms of putting the customer at the center of everything we do and valuing and respecting the people who we call partners who work for Starbucks.
This memo was leaked to the public. Due to the leak, people became nervous about the future of the company and stocks continued to fall further. During the height of the recession, the lowest stock price was $23 and the company lost $21 billion in less than 10 months. Due to the turmoil the company was going through, Howard Schultz was reinstated as CEO. Schultz's main goal was to return to the core values of the company as a means to put Starbucks back on top. To Schultz, the core values were based on taking care of the employees. Schultz grew up in the projects of New York, and his father was not given any benefits for the jobs he did. When his father had a bad fall one winter, he was never given compensation and was fired immediately. Therefore, Schultz wanted to give compensation and benefits to all employees, even part-time workers. Benefits for employees cost the company $256 million in 2011 and was the greatest expense on the income statement after coffee.
And in a way, I wanted to try and build the kind of company that my father never got a chance to work for. So almost 26 years ago, Starbucks became the first company in America to provide comprehensive health insurance and equity in the form of stock options to every single employee, including part-time workers.
In addition to providing employee benefits, making amazing coffee that exceeds customer expectations is another core value. Schultz visited stores in North America to ensure that they were preserving the quality and art of the perfect coffee.
The thing that really troubled me was as I began to visit stores and taste the coffee and understand how we were making the perfect shot of espresso or steaming milk, I was really depressed that we had completely lost the art and love and romance of coffee.
In its campaign to revive the intimate, friendly feel of a neighborhood coffee shop, Starbucks orchestrated the closing of 7,100 of its American stores for a 3-hour retraining session for employees. Schultz told his employees that this was about the love and compassion and commitment that they all need to have for the customer. While the retraining was effective, the company's comp sales were still falling due to the economy. As a result, they held a leadership conference for 11,000 managers in New Orleans. Schultz thought it was important to talk to the managers about the situation and their role and responsibility in turning it around. Before the conference began, they spent the day volunteering in the 9th quarter of New Orleans. The community service was one of the most crucial events of the trip and the company's survival because it showed them that volunteering in New Orleans was linked to the purpose they were serving to society and to their customers.
Being here in New Orleans this week, working side by side with one another, making the kind of contribution to this community, I think will reinforce the essence of what it means to work for this company.
I don't know how to explain to you, but it was unbelievable when they called me. Now that I'm seeing it here, I don't know what to say.
Schultz's hard work, dedication, and unorthodox methods have kept Starbucks afloat. No matter what happens in the economy, one of Schultz's main concerns was and will always be human resources.
The most important discipline for me, and one that must have a seat at every strategic conversation, is human resources.